Welcome back to Let's Play Gothic 3 by Mr. Joseph. I actually went in and I decided to change the volume settings a little bit because I went back and actually I did do this video once, actually a few times before, but most recently before, the issue was sound. So the sound was too loud and you couldn't hear me talking. So I've gone ahead and turned the music way down and the other elements of the volume, I can still hear them fine, and I think you'll be able to hear my voice over them a little bit better. So that's what we're going to do. Also, for those of you who have downloaded one of the quest packs, or for the content mod, if for some reason you're finding that the new quests, which are not voiced, are not displaying subtitles, here's where you turn them on. Let's see here. Okay, so where we left off was we had a video of the intro where the orcs had taken over and they had surrounded the king and he put up a magic barrier similar to the one from Gothic 1. And now we are returning from the island in Gothic 2 and we come to shore, nobody's around to greet us, we walk up a hill, there's a settlement, we look into the settlement and there are a bunch of orcs enslaving the human race. Oh no! So, our hero, the nameless hero, looks into the village, sees an orc, and they make eye contact. They have a little bit of eye sex, and they decide that they probably better kill each other. So, without further ado, here's the battle for Ardea! Yay! Okay, first thing you gotta do is draw your sword. These tips are really annoying, so I'm gonna turn them off. And let's see, yeah, we're doing okay. So I'm gonna go kill this guy first. He's the leader. His name is Prakaz or Prakaz or something. I'm sure he's a nice guy, but and rather than have eye sex with him, or actual sex for that matter, I'm gonna kill him. Okay, actually he's pretty much killing me. For some reason, I'm having a little bit of trouble with my lag here. Not lag so much as my attack speed. So I'm going to go out here and heal up. I'm going to grab a potion. You can actually open your inventory in the middle of a battle and by pushing I, and doing so will actually cause the orcs to stop attacking you inexplicably. I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's a good way to play. It's not consistent with good role playing, so I don't do that. Although one could argue running outside the village and healing that way is not a good role playing either. And speaking of role-playing, my main mission in this battle, other than to, not die, I guess, is to free the slaves, or to make sure the slaves don't die, rather. So I'm going to take out this guy here. He's attacking this poor slave down here. I think it's a sign of how good you are as a player as to how many of these slaves you can save. That being said, hopefully I save at least one or two. There's probably 8 or 9 that you could save, and if you save 2 or 3, you're doing okay, and if you don't save any, you're not doing well, and if you save 5 or 6, you're doing pretty well, and if you save more than that, you're doing amazing. I'm using an Orc Slayer. An Orc Slayer is a one-handed sword. It's very lightweight and fast, and it does bonus damage against orcs, conveniently enough. Let's see. These Prakaz's bodyguards are the toughest ones here in this battle. But even though they're tough, they're pretty susceptible to the Orc Slayer, especially if you can get them with their guard down or with their weapon not, readily available. Just as another note, it's really actually impossible to lose this battle because the none of the important characters can die, including yourself. This guy here, his name is Hamler or something like that. He can't die. Your NPCs from the boat from the ship rather can't die. I keep saying boat. So the only people that can die are the slaves. And so even if I die like this, see, I'm just gonna get back up, and grab my Orc Slayer, have a little drink, and carry on with the battle. Looks like I'm too late to save these guys, but maybe I'll save this guy. For a scout, he's pretty tough. I don't think they're really scouts. I think they're more like some orc who didn't want to wear a blue coat. So I saved that slave, but now there's another orc coming to kill him. And again, another misnomer. He says he's an archer, but you know, he's got this giant axe. I mean, I can understand some sort of, you know, secondary weapon, but axe, my goodness. Well, overkill for an archer. So we're gonna kill him.
That's the
Slash him
way.
up there. Slice him and dice him. And we're gonna kill this guy before he kills the slave. I'm gonna try not to kill the slave. Okay. You know what? Yeah, see what I did wrong there? I let him kill the slave. Really shouldn't have done it. Okay. The nice thing is when you do this battle without the video software that I'm using, or if you have a really good computer, it's even more responsive to your sword attacks, and so you move a little quicker, and you do a little bit better job in this battle. Unfortunately, I'm doing pretty poorly, and that's because, well, mostly I blame it on the software not being responsive to my attacks because of the video that's going on in the background, and because of how resource intensive a battle like this is in general. Okay, so we killed him. I'm gonna kill him. The goal of this battle ultimately is to kill enough of the orcs to cause them to retreat like this. When the orcs start retreating, they're very difficult to hit, and they actually run faster than you, but you can shoot arrows. I think I missed him. They're almost impossible to kill, however. But on the bright side, if you run out... Oh, there's a guy. Let me try shooting him. Well, on the bright... I'm going to kill this thing because I feel like killing something because I didn't get any of those orcs who were trying to escape. So you saw that 80 experience there just now. That's from one of the fleeing orcs. Theoretically, you get experience from the fleeing orcs. And theoretically, they drop their weapons at some point. So I went ahead and, yeah, there's that guy who is fleeing. There's his weapon. And you're going to want to pick all these up because they're worth valuable amounts of coin. Here are the weapons from the other two guys that fled. I guess they drop their weapons at the point where they leave the screen. So it's actually kind of maybe a bad thing to pursue them because their weapons are going to get farther out from the place of the attack. And they're going to be harder to find. Also, when you kill animals like this scavenger that I killed a second ago, you got to harvest them. So you click on him, you click Take All. If you push I, that'll take you to your inventory screen. And so you can see the first column here is weapons. Here's a couple of the orc weapons that I picked up so far. Armor, magic, potions, and food. So there's where the food that I just picked up went. Miscellaneous, so I've got some lockpicks, some torches, and some very little money. And we're going to change that. Also, just as a FYI, there's these plants growing around. You're going to want to pick those up too. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to go loot Ardea. Now, I've actually already filmed the next video because I had to go back and redo this video. So the bodies of the dead orcs are going to be a little bit different places, so that is going to explain that. I also really want to talk to this guy in the apron, but before I do, let me just take one little survey of the town without really stopping to pick things up. There's 1 dead slave, 2 dead slaves, 3 dead slaves. Turning the corner here, 4 dead slaves, 5 dead slaves, 6 dead slaves, and double back around here, 7, 8 dead slaves. Did I count these guys? I think so. So we're up to 8, and yeah. So
what have you done?
The
orcs would have let us live.
And that's
now
not good.
Zardes will send even more of them after us. You need to go to Reduk.
So anyway, before I actually get into this conversation and start looting the town, of the 8 slaves, we saved 0. Way to go. Feel good about yourself. But yeah, that does it for this video. We'll see you next time on Let's Play Gothic 3 by Mr. Joseph. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.